The least honest are those who read The Philosophy of Freedom as they would any other book and then flatter themselves that they have really taken in thoughts it contains. They keep on reading strings of words without anything coming out of it that might be likened to the striking of steel on flint.
Dancing fearless.
I've been looking at and talking to people about some kind of exercise because we're doing a good job of studying the principles within the philosophy of freedom. I mean, that's pretty easy to do. You can read the text and discuss the principles, how we can apply them, get a clear understanding of what they are. But that's not really enough. We have to be practicing pure thinking. Maybe somebody has some ideas. I mean, what I came up with is just a basic select a word or sentence from the text to contemplate. Now, that's an outer truth. It's coming from a book. And then through the contemplation process, through the study process of becoming active, you'll come up with your own insights, which is your own inner truth. The philosophy of freedom needs to be transformed from outer truth to inner truth. And then as a practice, the comment could be posted to a video in a study group. Say if it was a weekly, if people were committed to going through this process and posting a comment every week on a video from the results of their contemplation of like I said, a word or a sentence, something from what we've been studying. So what do you think about that?
So we contemplate on our own during the week, just post whenever we have time. Yeah, I like the idea.
You know, everybody doesn't really have the striking of steel on flint all the time, but there's all kinds of levels of this. The important thing is to become aware of intuitive insight. Through the day, I'm aware whenever I have anything creative happens in my mind versus not creative that happens in my mind. I'm kind of aware of it. Very helpful to be aware of when you get an intuitive insight because they can be very subtle or they can be more dramatic, but just developing that attention and recognizing this is an important experience that I want to be aware of and that I want to cultivate it. So the first step really is becoming aware of the experience. Now, of course, when you sit down and do an exercise, you're very focused, but then that can expand out into the everyday life. But it's something then we can discuss our experience as far as, okay, I mean, is it can't get by reading strings of words, nothing's really happening, I'm not getting any ideas, or I'm getting ideas, I'm getting subtle insight or whatever, you know, we can just discuss it. We need to be working on this.
Right. I think that kind of procedure is something that I've just done on my own because that's why I love books, is that you can just stop wherever you are in the book, pause and think about it and resonate with it.